light without dark.
Hello, hello. All right. How y'all doing? There's Jeff. We are here. What's going on, dude?
Some great footage there. We are here tonight, just impromptu, to celebrate ball metal.
Ball-headed buddies. Ball-headed metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though neither of us have shaved heads.
No.
We're in bands with people who do. There's a whole lot of killer bands out there who do. And it's just high time that we just did a tribute to them, I think.
Yeah, some people may not like ball heads and metal. We are totally okay with it. I don't see why it's a problem at this point, but apparently with some people it is. So we're going to celebrate these ball-headed bastards and have a good time, man.
We're here to make our case.
Yeah, and hopefully the chat agrees too. Power to the baldies, man.
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, let's take a quick rundown who we got here. Speaking of a baldy, Mike Violate.
Nice.
We got Spirit, James, Bo, Danny. Let me
Sweet.
keep rolling. We got Meganomicon, Megs, and we got. Let me keep going down. See if we got anybody else. They're probably all rolling in. We got Kai. There's another fucking baldy for us right there.
Oh yeah.
He's a Camaro. A caramel vanilla swirl skinhead. Yeah, and this has nothing to do with like that type of.
No. We're just talking about guys who are bald. Regardless,
Yeah,
there's no political connotation here.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry. I mean, some people just ain't got a choice but to shave the head or do whatever. This is what it is.
That's the thing. It's not as. I think now it's more of a style choice, but when it first started happening in the underground, it was necessity, because you either had that, or if you were losing your hair, you had like the no surrender hair,
the skullet, yeah,
the skullet, and it started to look kind of rough. I mean, some people can make it work for longer than others, but I'm gonna
have a tribute to one guy who held out for real long, but he finally fucking let it go, and I think it looks good.
Yeah,
good. Yeah. You'll know exactly when you see it. Too.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I would say at this point, in extreme metal, it's like 50-50 now.
Yeah, I mean,
for every dude with hair, there's a guy who's bald in the scene, and yeah, I think it works. Though the only thing that doesn't work for me, and I know people will probably immediately come up with exceptions to this, but a regular haircut is not okay. It has to be to the extreme. It's either bald or long hair.
I went on a rant about that on the other night, and some people made some cases against me, and I'm like, so I kind of cooled my stance, and what I came up with, Jeff, and maybe you'll agree.
Okay.
All right, if you're like about 17 to like 25, 28, and your band's just coming out, right?
Mm-hmm.
For God, or for Satan's sakes, in this case, have a fucking evil image, either long hair or bald head. If you're just coming out and you got that haircut, it looks like you work at Burger King, or you're singing in the school choir. I just can't take it serious.
You have long hair.
Yeah, and exactly. But I'm not talking about guys been in the fucking scene for like fucking 20 plus years.
Yeah.
And I forgot. I think it was Spirit World told me, what about Archgoat? And I go, yeah, but they used to have long hair.
And they don't have like regular haircuts.
They kind of got like cool haircuts.
Yeah, they're like military style.
Yeah. I'm talking about these guys with normal short hair, clean cut shit. Like, nah, get out of here with that.
And I see Nevermore rules saying I have a normie haircut, but I work a normie job. It happens. It doesn't mean you're not metal. That's not our point either. But
we got a hardliner in here. No trends, no poser, no balls. Hardliner.
you're out of luck, man, and we're about to show you why.
Yeah.
You want to just go ahead and play something right off just to make our point?
Yeah, you might be eating those words, but I know he's joking anyway.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's go with one of the first ones who were coming out and just like took the fucking scene by storm when they came out. So we're gonna play some Angel Corpse.
Hell yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's see here. There we go. Fucking what do you think of those old days of Angel Corpse, by the way?
Ferocious. I mean, man.
Yeah, sometimes you go back and watch, like, God damn.
I know. I saw them on that tour. That was for Lightning era when they were on tour with Watain. And no, that was not John Longstreth back there, by the way. That was a different dude who they had at the time. But no, not John Longstreth. Angel Corpse was one of the bands that really kind of, drove it home with that statement where, like, pretty much on Exterminate, everybody except Bill Taylor was bald. So
yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yep. And,
I remember I talked when I interviewed Gene. He was saying his hair was thinning out. He was like, it's time to go, and he made the jump too. I mean, Pete used to have long hair in order from Chaos days, and he just fucking said fuck it.
Yep. Pete had really long hair, and he had the huge mutton chops.
That's right, the mutton chops as well. But I mean, it looks fucking great from what they do too. If you ask me, it's very fucking intense.
Yeah, very martial. I still have the original version of Hammer of the Gods, where it's got the live picture of Gene in the booklet, where he's got all the hair that's just kind of coming off. You know?
I have that one too. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah,
I remember seeing that when I first got it. I was like, oh man, this dude's hair is.
He actually looks younger when he shaved his head, right?
Yeah,
It's like some fucking put some years on him or something. I don't know, but
it definitely improves some people's visage. It just depends on who you are, I guess.
Yeah. But hell to the Baldies and Angel Corpse, man. I think they're one of the first ones that fucking broke in. The shaved heads. It's come in and made it real acceptable.
But in saying that, we want to make sure to not overlook who I consider the godfather of the bald head and extreme
I have that.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so whenever you're ready.
And I went on the record on this in the Immolation biography that, to me, Bob Venya of Immolation was the pioneer of being bald in the underground.
I guess so,
because people don't remember this, but when he did it, it was considered radical. People were like,
it really
whoa.
was. Yeah.
And everybody was like comparing him, favorably, but they're going, oh man, he looks like Anton LaVey. Wow. And I mean, even in magazines, that was like a talking point. I don't know if you remember this, but people talked to him about this and asked him,
I forgot, but yeah, you're right. It was kind of like a major league thing. His fashion statement with his hair, I suppose.
Yeah, and now, I mean, he's like the Patrick Stewart of death metal. It's like you can't think of him any other way. You know what I mean?
It's almost like when you see the really old pictures, you're like, who's that? Oh, yeah, that's Bob.
It's Bob. Bob actually had hair. Yeah, Bob used to be clean-shaven and had hair, and then he went bald, and then had the goatee and completely changed up. And now, for the last, over 30 years, he's been like that. And now he's like, you can't mistake him. So he is... And he denies this. He's like, oh, everybody was doing it. I'm like, that is not true, man.
No way.
No, that's not true at all. And it's like, if that was true, then people wouldn't have needed to talk to you about it in interviews, And yes, if he wasn't balding, he'd still have long hair. That is absolutely true. That's why a lot of people resort to doing that. It's not just a fashion statement. It's usually out of necessity, and we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But either way, that was a bold step. For
one of the early people in death metal to really go for it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it looks better than hanging on to strips of hair on your head to me. But
hell yeah. So why don't we celebrate that and play one from Immolation?
Yeah, let's play some live Immolation.
Hell yeah.
There you go. All right, there you go. Immolation, dude.
God, one of the most formidable live bands in history. I mean, they're great now. They were great then. They were great at their genesis. Just such a killer live band, I swear. You know.
Yeah, every time I seen them, they fucking good.
Yeah, I always get the chills when I see their live footage. It's too amazing. But yeah, of course, Bob is also, as people were talking about, yeah, he's got the trademark, lots of guitar wizardry. He does a lot of moves that nobody else does either, and he was doing that right at that time.
Right,
you know?
Yeah, started swinging that axe around, and
yeah,
I like he always, to me, his solo style is very unique.
It is, and
it's him. When you hear his solo, you know that's him.
Yeah, he's one of the few players out there, especially in death metal, who has like this really unmistakable sound. And I mean, absolutely a pioneer. Also, when he plays live, his solos are really high fidelity versions of the ones on the album. Like he actually plays everything the way you hear it.
He plays it note to note.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like most of us who are just like, it's in the neighborhood, but who knows? Yeah, really fucking cool. Who you want to play next? You want to talk about the Canadian Maniacs who started a whole subgenre of black metal?
We're talking about Blasphemy.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, those guys. I can't claim I was there for this, but I was around when it was happening. Obviously. When Fallen Angel of Doom hit and all of that. On Wild Rags Records, of all things. And now, I mean, I want to give credit where credit's due, though, because Blasphemy was regarded as, they had a cult status, but I would argue that it wasn't until Yosuke at Nuclear War Now got involved that it became the institution and like the genre-defining band that it
I agree with that for sure. Yeah. I mean, they have their cult following, but Nuclear War Now really just, made it a fucking big thing in fucking underground metal.
Yeah. And there's also a lot of crossover, I would say, with that. Black Winds, the singer. Black Winds is the singer, not the guitarist. People fuck that up, and it's
people
really
always say, because he's black.
Yeah. Caller of the Storms is the guitarist. Black Winds is the singer. Anyway, Black Winds was really connected in the punk and even the ska scene when he was younger. So I think him having the shaved head was partly a holdover from that. But then
from those era, yeah.
But they very quickly turned that into their own cult. I mean, it was just like any cult where people all have to shave their heads to be involved. I mean, that's what you were doing if you were getting involved in Blasphemy.
And with Blasphemy, it went against the grain, to have this whole shaved head, death metal, black metal band. I don't know if we were calling it war metal yet,
No.
It was this,
just
death black metal
death black.
type. Yeah.
There's a whole minor ecosystem of stuff like that, like Archgoat and Beherit and Blasphemy. And even like, even though they're more grindcore, Blood, they were like satanic grindcore, which is to this day, they're the only band that really does that.
Satanic grind, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, there's all these bands from that era. They were all label mates and that kind of thing, and they were all doing that sort of thing. But yeah, Blasphemy really created a phenomenon with the whole satanic skinhead thing that they came to own, and ritualizing it. And I mean, it works. I can't imagine Blasphemy with hair.
That would look weird at this point.
Yeah, that would really be strange. I mean, and man, I was talking about this with people at Hell's Heroes. And we can talk about that in a minute. We should play a song first, but talking about that.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, but I was talking about about that with people at Hell's Heroes, going how. Oh man, I lost what I was going to say.
Blasphemy with hair or something?
Well, yeah, Blasphemy with hair. Oh no, I was saying how if you haven't seen them live, you're not going to get to see them live in the U.S. They're never, ever here. You've got to travel to see them. Either
they're banned
Mexico,
from the U.S.
Yeah, Mexico, Canada, Europe. If you're going to a different fest that they're going to play, make it a priority because it is absolutely worth seeing. I didn't get to see them until 2023, and it blew my mind because they're up there fully decked out in grenades and 50 cal shells and just layers and layers of inverted crosses and everything, you know, what you'd expect, of course. But then when you're actually seeing all of that on display and them playing, it looks like, you know how like 80s movies always like super exaggerated the way heavy metal bands looked? If there was like a scene with a heavy metal band.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
They look like that. They look like, remember the scene in Weird Science where like the mutants attack the party?
Yeah.
It's like that, and where it just doesn't even seem real. And I'm sitting there watching it going, if you teleported me from like a different era to this, I wouldn't have any fucking idea what was happening. It was just so over the top, but yet not cheesy, not silly, just completely authentic, and just, you know,
living up to their reputation.
Yeah, and those guys are no bullshit. I mean, everybody knows that, you know.
Yeah,
but yeah, they really helped cement, you know, baldness being a thing in the underground.
Especially in the whole war metal, you know, world. It's like, Blasphemy was the originals, you know.
And to be fair, they predated Bob shaving their heads, but I would say Immolation had a higher profile. So,
especially back then.
Yeah. So, Blasphemy was not. Well, Blasphemy wasn't even really around at that point. At that point in time, no one was talking about them. So,
Blasphemy, when they first came out, was really underground. You know,
really underground,
popular underground, but underground. They didn't have a major label. You know.
Yeah, you had to know. I mean, there's all these bands now that are back out in the larger sphere. And I mean, this is fine. I mean, again, like what I was talking about, everybody knows about Beherit. Everybody knows about Blood. Everybody knows about Blasphemy. Everybody knows about Demolich. You know, there's all these bands. Yeah, now. Like circa 2010, everybody's been into them for like the last 15 years, even though they're from the early 90s. And that's cool. I'm glad. We've gotten to play with all those bands, and that, you know, that's really badass. But it's just really weird how for the longest time all these bands were just in the shadows, and you really had to know to be into them. And now they're finally getting their due, but it's also weird and funny to think about everybody knowing what Beherit is.
I remember like going to not Milwaukee, Maryland Death Fest in like 2010, 2011.
Yeah.
And seeing all the Blasphemy, Beherits, and, you know, patches everywhere. And I'm like, wow. It was just weird because, you know, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, going back even further, you would never seen that at any type of metal fest. You know, maybe one guy or two, but not like now. Like, you know, it's almost like a fashion thing.
Yeah.
For a lot of these people.
Well, yeah, and that's a whole different other thing.
Yeah, we could do a whole nother show on that part.
Yeah, it's like, we could do a show called Do You Actually Listen to This Band?
Name a song.
There's something to that. I mean, I don't think you should be terrorizing younger kids with that stuff because it's not fair. But I mean, that whole name 3 songs thing is not without merit, in my opinion.
Well, let's play a song from Blasphemy, Ritual, from a newer, you know, more modern era, but still, like you said, they still.
It's the same songs.
Yeah, same fucking guy. I mean, the main guy. So let's check it out. It's pretty cool quality too. That's just so fucking intense and heavy to this day. God.
Yeah. It's actually cool to see it like produced on a stage really nicely like that, because it doesn't change the intensity of it at all. But yeah, more Baldhead lore. R. Forrester and I are, he was also in Death Worship and Blasphemy. He and I go way back. We toured together in 2001. He was in a band called Godless North before he was in Blasphemy. And in fact, he just joined Blasphemy when I was on that tour. I was playing for Krieg. He was playing for Godless North. We went and played Europe together. First time either of those bands had gone there. And that dude's the real deal too. And he's bald, and he was bald then. So
I always remember that dude being bald forever.
Yeah. Well, I think he shaved his head when he joined Blasphemy as part of the ritual. When he first started Conqueror, he had long hair, which again,
that's right.
And I can't picture that. I only can think of him bald. So, hey, Fraser, what's up? Good to see you again.
Good old Fraser.
Yeah.
In every almost every live video I've watched from Hell's Heroes, I hear this guy yelling in the background somewhere.
Yes. Yep.
God, Fraser.
Yeah, it's on there.
He must have had too much sugar that day, because he just doesn't stop.
Yeah. I was at Hell's Heroes on Saturday. And if you missed it, Imprecation on...
This is a good segue. Very good. All right.
Yeah, okay.
Let's get into that. Yeah.
Yeah, Imprecation got asked in less than 24 hours notice to fill in for a spot for band cancellation, and we had a great time. I was surprised at how many people. If you were there and you supported us, thank you very much. Always grateful for that. But I was surprised because I didn't know if anyone was going to really care. It's like, hey, we're hometown guys. People have seen us. And plus, it's not really a death metal festival, but the reception was awesome. We had a great time. The
reaction. Sound, even from videos I watched, man, they gave you guys a good mix. It sounded...
Yeah, it did sound good.
Yeah, that's always nice,
Yeah. No amount of money. I've told people before, my hair comes off when my head goes with it.
So, there you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's your answer, buddy.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you for that. We had a great time. Got to see At War destroy the inside stage. They were awesome. They have a bald drummer, and he rules. So
now, you said it was a 24-hour notice you got? Because I remember I talked to you earlier in the week. Were you already going to be in Houston to practice?
I was going to go. Well, it was one of these things where I had actually had tickets for Hell's Heroes for Friday and Saturday, because I was just going to go hang out, go see At War, hang out with those guys. And then I just last minute went, oh, fuck it, I'm only going to go on Saturday. I don't want to go Friday. So I'm sleeping in because I had the day off from work on Friday. And then I woke up at like 10:30 in the morning and my phone was like completely full of like missed calls. I'm like, oh my God, it's my bandmates. I'm like going, oh Jesus, somebody died. Something.
Yeah, that's
really
the first
wrong.
thing I think. Yeah.
Because normally that never happens.
Yeah.
And they were like going, hey, we got invited to do this. We have to give them an answer right away, blah, blah. And they ultimately did the smart thing. They go, he's going to be there tomorrow anyway. Just say yes. And
why would he not?
Yeah. So it actually made it even more worthwhile for me to get up there and participate. I enjoyed it. That stage was hot as hell, but other than that, it was fine.
It looks hot. Yep.
Well, yeah.
But you have two baldies in your band as well, so it does stick with the theme of the show. You got Matt and Nick. So there you go. Two
are the more high-profile bald players in our scene at this point from Texas.
There you go.
So I guess we want to show them what we were doing.
Yeah, let's play a track from Imprecation live at Hell's Heroes last Saturday.
Yeah.
Let's get this rolling.
This is titled As Blasphemy Raids. The song is entitled
There you go. And I forgot to mention Dave. Fucking Dave is bald as well.
Yes.
What the hell was I thinking?
Yeah, that song is such a hayride to play. It's one off the Ceremony of the Nine Angles demo, and it's a crazy song.
Yeah, I love it. It's one of my favorites. I'm glad you guys still play the old stuff as well, because that's very important. So.
Yeah, we brought that one back in time for Never Surrender Fest when we played with Blasphemy, and it went so well that we're just like, okay, that's going to be one of the old ones we keep in the set for sure.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites from the old days too. If you watch my show, you'll notice I play it as well.
And I'll point out, Nick and Matt are mainstays in the Texas scene, both bald. And then, of course, I have my other band, Trenchant, with Nick, and that also features Aldo Guerra on drums, who's also bald. So it's a little bit, to say the least, it's a little bit short-sighted to say that there shouldn't be any bald people in the underground.
It's almost like, what? Are you just wanting to have a bad attention? Is this clickbait? What the fuck?
Is this like when you say that Cold Lake is actually good? You're just trying to get people to pay attention?
Yeah, I'm gonna purposely say something stupid to get attention.
Yeah, it's like I don't have anything useful to add. Why don't I say something dumb? I mean.
Fraser wants to know, Mr. Carl, when are you going bald? Well, I mean, who knows? Maybe I am, Fraser. Maybe I'm not. But you'll never know unless I shave it all off. That's when you'll know I'm going bald. There you go. But it shouldn't be that big of an issue. You know what I mean? At this point in metal, to make I mean, I might have said something like that back in, in middle school, back in the mid '80s or something.
Yeah, you weren't allowed to not have hair if you were in metal, and it's just the truth.
But And it's like it's a middle school mentality to say something like that, you know. But it's, I don't know, man. It is hey, you know what? If people fucking jump you for it, well, you said it. You know, you got to own it. So whatever.
Yeah. Well, back then, because of the punk scene and the hardcore scene, and like even like the Nazi skinhead scene that was burgeoning back in the 80s, you couldn't just shave your head and be in metal. People would assume things.
Yeah,
know?
back then, yeah. I mean, you know, you have sharp, you know, skinheads against racial prejudice and all that, but that was the few, and no one really knew that. Most people saw a white guy walking around with a really short shaved head and some type of punk rock shirt. They assumed. Yeah,
you assumed you were Nazi.
Or some Nazi guy. Yeah.
And sometimes, plenty of times it was true. So, you know, I mean, to be fair. But, let's see.
I got some more stuff we can jump into. Let me bring up one that you didn't know about.
Okay.
But as we know, our good friend Tom from Cardiac Arrest and our other good friend Adam from Cardiac Arrest. Adam made the plunge. Well, it's been more than a couple years ago, but it's been a while. Yeah. Adam rocked his skullet.
He did
for the longest time, and he fucking fought the good fight. But one day, Adam, I guess, decided bald is beautiful, and he fucking went ahead and shaved his head. And I think it looks fucking great on him.
It works. It actually works really well on him. Yeah. It was even more convincing, I would say.
Yeah, he does. Looks more serious, you know. And for a band like Cardiac Arrest, that's good. So let's play a jam from them. Let me get this set up for you guys.
Hell yeah.
This is them in their hometown at Reggie's.
Oh, sweet. Always a good time there.
Fucking Reggie's. It's good to be fucking back. Now let's get fucking ready and get some fucking crazy! Y'all know who we are! We've come to spread a message that there is no escape!
There is no one
Let's go! Put your blood on your bring on your face. While in that gazing stare, the only thing you fucking see is the mask. No matter what the gear of the
All right, there you go. Cardiac arrest.
Yeah,
Dude, they're so fucking good, man.
they are, and completely underrated, as I often say.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I'm glad they're on Hell's Headbanger and all that as well, but they still need to get out there even more because they've been doing it for so long and so good for so long.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
definitely. I mean, it's like if you like Autopsy, if you like Cyanide, there's no reason you should pass on Cardiac Arrest. Totally the same idea, same vibe, same era. Great dudes, great band.
Yep, 100% agree. Moving along here, now we gotta bring up. Some people were saying that black metal definitely shouldn't have anyone involved in it. So
Gee, some people.
Yeah, they get round up over some crazy stuff, but I think there's one black metal band. Not that everyone's involved in the band, but there's one dude, and he's pretty noticeable. He's their guitarist, and he has probably the most extreme-looking member of the band. And Spirit already knows where I'm going.
Yeah.
Urgehal. So let's play a track from them, Jeff. You ready?
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right. Let's keep this music rolling. Here we go. Let me get this put up for you guys.
Our fallen brothers is now sitting in hell, and there he is playing satanic black metal in hell. Come on. Like
There we go. Urgehal. That's another band I think should be quite a little more popular than they are. What do you think?
I agree. We've played them on the show when I've been on here before. I always thought they were good, and then I actually got to see them live, and then I thought they were really good. And I was like, damn, why doesn't everybody know about this?
No shit. Like that right there. They cut it live too. You know, that's a big difference.
Yeah, notice that their drummer was bald, and also that footage is a little bit older. Like they've got now the singer from Vulture Lord fronting the band, who's bald, and I actually like him better than the guy they had there. I don't know his name from Vulture Lord.
Vulture Lord rules too.
Yeah,
good band. Yeah.
And that guy reminds me a lot of he makes me think of like a black metal version of Dave from Imprecation. He's got that same really burly presence on stage and big bald head, and you know. So when you really look at the sum total, I mean, we're not even meaning to point out this many bald guys in bands, but there's actually more than you can appreciate, you know?
Yeah, it's just you know, after hearing what we heard, we were like, no, man, this is ridiculous. Look at all these fucking dudes with no hair, and they're just fucking killing it. Like, what?
It's almost uncountable. It's like, per band, there's at least one bald guy now. In any band,
there's one really cool bald guy right there, Chaos Goat Max. How you doing, dude?
Hell yeah.
True baldy.
Yep, Morbosadon.
You know, I forgot to bring up too. Yeah, Morbosadon, Tomas, man, one of the originals. I forgot to bring up the drummer of my own band and a pious leave is Pallone, which is bald in Spanish. So Mike Pallone, he's another one.
Yep, and a couple people called it out. Thank you, Aversifera. Sanguine was bald. He did that early for black metal.
He did. Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah,
pretty fucking early in the whole black metal world.
Well, and it's funny because he had the same kind of hair that Bob from Immolation had, that kind of wavy-ish, curly-ish hair.
Yeah.
Man, that does not hang in. It just comes off like, sheep shear after a little while.
Fraser with the comment of the night, Kurt from Sound Exchange is bald as well. Yeah, he sure is.
Bald is very metal. Long hair is metal, bald is metal. And it's been proven time and time again. It's like, whenever I see a bald drummer get up behind a band, I'm like, ooh, this is going to be good.
Yeah, it's kind of like, right? No shit, I never even thought of that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's awesome drummers with hair out there, too. You've got Frost, you've got Dominator. That guy's amazing. I mean, it's not really a true indicator, but usually like the lean, bald black metal drummer, he's going to be fucking fast. What do we got here? Balder.
do you hear me all right?
I do.
Okay, yeah. I fucking unplugged my mic for a second. So
okay.
I had to reset the settings, but good.
Yeah, and it is the poles more often than not, bald or long hair.
Yeah.
There's a few exceptions, mainly with the old schoolers, and like Macabre. Those guys, like 2 of the 3 guys have short hair. And that's okay. Blood, Ison, the guitarist, he just has like a regular short hair, but he's not a joke at all. I mean, he's
no.
You make disclaimers all over the place, but again, we're here to talk about bands that are bald.
Yeah, someone in there.
No bald women in bands. Jeez.
Have I seen?
Rare.
I don't know.
Really rare.
Yeah.
There's like alt bands.
Oh yeah, Mike Abominator.
Yep, Mike Abominator. He's another one.
Classic fucking baldy. Well, he is. He's a classic.
Rob Halford, of course.
Oh yeah, Rob. He was one of the first ones. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In metal, to say fuck it.
Yep.
All right. Who else you want to play some Infernal War? They're pretty extreme,
and they're pretty bald.
Yeah. This is older, but this is what I found for the show.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't they all mostly skins now?
Yes, they are.
Bald.
We met them when we played in Poland. A couple of them came out to the show, and they are huge and bald. So
right, yeah, because this is older, but we're gonna check them out anyway. Here we go. Some Infernal War. Get full screen here for you. Oh, they're saying they don't hear it, so hold on.
Right, there's no audio.
I hear it just fine, so let me try that again, re-add it. It's probably because my mic got knocked out. It knocks out everything, so give me a second. And
that's me texting you.
Yeah, hey, I don't hear nothing. Let's see, we should be able to hear it now. Let me know. Play, bastard.
Still quiet. Still quiet.
Hold on. That's not going to be good because then I might have to clear out all the tabs.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Technical issues, everybody.
All right, hold on. Let me... No audio. Stop screen, man. Stop screen.
I'll talk about Hell's Heroes for a moment.
Yeah, let me...
Yeah, do your thing. I'll tell everybody.
I'm going to put you solo if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's cool. So, yeah, we really appreciated being brought on last minute. Again, like I said, if you were there, you supported us. Thank you so much. You ever notice that it's only people who like being naked who are the ones you don't want to see? There were some good-looking people, or good-looking women at that fest, and they did not have their asses hanging out. But the ones you didn't want to see were absolutely there to show it off. And having to scoot by them a couple of times in cramped quarters was a little bit, yeah. Anyway, I know that fest has kind of gotten a reputation for that kind of thing, but I ain't down. So that's neither here nor there. The fest itself is great, very well run, very professional, great curation of bands. But man, just cover that shit up or hit the gym if you're going to do that. That's all I have to say.
I'm still here. Keep on going on. Hey, talk about why does no one not say this is a free country anymore?
Why does no one not say it's a free country anymore? Yeah, we were talking about that. That's not something that people say anymore because it's not really a free country. We've had, I don't know. I've always felt I'm a centrist. I don't really have an axe to grind on either side of the fence, and I think extremism on both sides is completely retarded. I hate the far right. I hate the far left. I wish they'd kill each other, and all of us, just reasonable people, could just get on with our lives. But I will say that we used to say this to each other, go, hey, it's a free country. You know, if somebody was trying to decide what to do or didn't want to do what you were going to do, go, hey, it's a free country. We don't say that anymore. And I think that's a little scary. And it's largely, I think, because we've had so many hobblings of freedom of speech over time. And I don't know what the fuck the point of this country is if you don't have absolute freedom of speech. Yeah, you can't threaten to kill the president. Yeah, you can't, do a couple of things, but 99% of what you say should be allowed. And, if it hurts people's feelings, that's between you and the people's feelings you've hurt, I feel like we are getting back to that. I think the fact, and again, I'm not making any kind of endorsement, but I do think the fact that we have a president who's up there openly swearing on TV is actually a step back towards the kind of freedom that we had back in like the 80s, kind of into the 90s, although people don't remember this, but before the woke phenomenon, we had what was called PC, political correctness, and that kind of showed up in the Clinton era, and a lot of us were standing around going, the fuck is this about? And then we saw where it led. So anyway, neither here nor there. I will say this, for a fest audience like Hell's Heroes that tends to definitely be more on the socially liberal side, it really warmed my heart to be in the room for At War and having everyone chanting along with Ilsa, She-Wolf of the SS. that
is true.
That ruled. I said, what a difference a new administration makes. We can all just yell along with this again.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking music, man. In the end, like, goddamn, don't freak out too much over it. Yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing. No one's coming to kill you. We're just talking about shit.
Yeah.
Just gnarly ideas. That's metal.
We used to watch horror movies all the time, and no one freaked. Well, some people did, but I mean, it's
rarely.
Rarely. No one freaked. All right, let's see if we got sound now with this Infernal.
Hell yeah.
Had to go back and do a couple things. Let's see.
There we are.
All right, there you go. Infernal War, dude. That's a fucking ripper of a band as well.
Quite a display of baldness for sure. Yeah, those guys,
Yes.
guys are no joke. Really cool band. We're big fans of them.
Yeah, me as well. They intense.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they're on, they are real intense. But we must. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say they showed up right in the tail end of like Angel Corpse's first era.
Yeah.
And everybody was really excited, going, "Oh shit! It sounds a lot like Angel Corpse," and they were like one of the first bands that could claim that. So that was quite exciting at the time.
Yeah, that first album still holds up to this day. It's a total fucking ripper. Hey, you want to talk about Juanes a little before we play some Pentacle?
Yeah, Juanes was another guy who actually like made the skullet work for a long time.
He sure did.
Yeah, it almost became like a trademark for him from the great Dutch band Pentacle, and he finally got rid of it. And I'll say this: it was funny because when he was deciding to shave his head, he actually told me about it. He and I always talked on the phone, and he said, he's like, "Oh, I don't know. I think I'm not going to play live anymore once I have to do that. I just can't get into the idea." And I'm like, "Seriously?" I was like,
"Come on, man."
I was like, "You'll be fine. You'll be fine." And sure enough, he was. And he rocks it both ways now. But yeah, Pentacle is a really great band. Another band that's underrated. They I feel like when they show up and play in Europe, they get well appreciated, but they're just not the band that everybody talks about, even though they've been around forever and they're really good.
Really good.
Yeah. And they played Texas with Morgan Grau, who also features bald guitarist Nick Norris. And that was a killer show. That was the one time they ever played in Texas. We brought them over and had a killer time doing that. So, yeah, he made it work both ways. But now Juanes is completely bald, and it fits perfectly. And I'm glad he didn't decide to stop playing live over that. There's no reason for that.
Yeah, that would have been a horrible decision.
He's a great
He would have been
frontman.
robbed. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's play some Pentacle, man. Check them out.
Een paar maanden geleden zijn we in de studio geweest. 5 nieuwe nummers op te nemen. Voor een split. Het Italiaanse Maniac Deathfucker. We hebben daarvoor nummers opgenomen die op een plaat terechtkomen, cd terechtkomen en uiteraard ook nog een tape uitkomen. Dus we hopen dat die erg einde van de herfst ooit een keer uitkomt, maar je weet maar nooit in deze bijzondere tijden. Ik wil graag een nummer voor jullie spelen. Het is Touched by the Nothingness.
There you get a little taste of Pentacle and how
Hell yeah.
awesome they are. So
Yes. Great band. Really great.
all right, man. I want to. Well, no, I'm gonna go ahead and play this. Now let's talk about Crumentium.
Yeah.
That's a
band's
whole
full of bald dudes.
Whole band.
Yeah.
Bald as the moon. You know, that's I mean, and it features old Hefner on drums now too.
Yeah.
They came through San Antonio a while back, so I got some footage of them playing
Nice.
here in town. So we'll watch a little Crumentium.
Yeah. See what baldness can do for you.
There you go. All right, let's check it out. All right.
Nice. Heavy. Crumentium's most recent album, I think it's about 2 years old now. Obsidian Refractions, that features Matt Hefner, fellow Baldy on drums. And good stuff indeed.
Oh, this is a good one you sent.
You know, one thing I was going to mention, I forgot to say this, is that the era where black metalers initially started trying to shave their heads, that was not good. Ishan from Emperor shaving his head was not good.
I remember that. Oh, yeah.
Satyr from Satyricon shaving his head was really not good.
No,
and,
he's like, yeah, go back, buddy.
Which is what they did. They both have hair now. So there you are. Man.
The Rebel Extravaganza.
The Fight Club album. That sucked.
Yeah.
And he got up there. It was Immortal and Satyricon playing in 2000 up on the East Coast. That was the first time Immortal and Satyricon had ever come to the States. Everyone was really excited about Immortal, and they ruled. And Satyricon got up there after, and it's Satyr with his white, fake blood and dirt T-shirt and his little bald head trying to rock the mic, and we were not buying it. In fact,
it wasn't working.
No,
especially when they were so much fucking better the other way. I mean, come on.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And Immortal destroyed them. I mean, they were on At the Heart of Winter, but they played like the two best songs off of that, and then played nothing but classics.
Classics.
So badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
cool.
Yeah. But black metalers back then shaving their heads was not a good thing. It became better later when the band started out that way effectively, Yeah.
It wasn't such a weird transition, to see black metal Satyricon and then this bald-headed white shirt thing, Fight Club, total image change.
Yeah, and it can't be the Norwegian sound with like the keyboards and the ethereal nature. It has to be violent black metal or it looks weird.
Yeah. All right, you sent me something to play here, so Zach, when people say that nowadays, I really just go, ugh, so dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool 20 years ago, maybe.
Nergay.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy's bald because he had. I want to be fair to Nurgle from Behemoth. I'm not a fan. I think he's very cynical and very.
Oh, you know what? I read that as Norgay. I'm sorry, not Nurgle. Yeah, I don't care about Nurgle. You're okay, Zach.
Norgay, whatever. But
yeah.
I will mention that we're not featuring him on here, obviously, but he's bald, and he's bald because he nearly died of leukemia. And while I don't like Behemoth's music, the way he fought that and pulled himself out of the jaws of death, I can't ever fault him for that. That was pretty badass.
Anyone who gets cancer and survives it, and how brutal it can be. Is,
yes,
Jeff. So it's good. Yeah. It's very I have much respect for that.
Totally.
And I do. And here's something. I do like a lot of the Behemoth music, especially the further you go back. But I get it. Not everybody likes it. But yeah, just to fucking battle cancer like that and be so fucking open about it. And that's a fucking shit. That's some shit. All right. So what you sent me some
Necros Christos.
Yes.
Now Malta, he's bald, but he always wore like the do-rag, which was talk about unconventional. I mean, he's doing it for like kind of the Eastern look because that was his whole thing was like Eastern esoteric. But yeah, bald and then with the head rag. So totally different vibe, but really, really cool band and a cool guy. Also, we're going to play this now, but also check out Sigen, which is his current band.
Yeah, that's just really good.
I like it.
Here we go. Let's jam it out.
One
That one ended quickly, but that was fucking rule, dude. I forgot how fucking great that song was. I haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah, and that's a live version. That's a board recording. That's not.
It sounds
so that's
good, dude. Heavy as hell.
That live album that they put out right before they ended, it's the live DVD, and then like I've got the audio of it too. It's so good. It's probably my favorite thing from them because it's like all those songs in that really big production.
Yeah,
so, yeah,
totally crushing.
Mm-hmm.
Totally crushing. Yeah, I forgot about. I mean, I haven't forgotten about, but I haven't listened to them in a while. So
yeah.
I need to get them onto my shows playlist too. I need to add those guys.
Yeah. But yeah, again, some of you guys are already connecting the dots. Sigen is the thing that Malta, the main guy in Necros and Christos, is doing now. That's also really cool.
Yes, really good, Morbid Angel-y.
Sumerian Promises. That album is really killer.
Old school Morbid. Now let's go back up north and talk about some Death Worship because that's another fucking ripper of a band from Canada.
Mm-hmm. Now in Germany, Ryan.
Is that where they relocated?
Ryan Forster's been in Germany for a while.
Bloody Vengeance and all that? Is that okay? Now it makes sense. All right, there you go. Well, we're gonna listen to some Death Worship live in the studio in South America. I'm sure these are cool.
What
All right, dude. That was fucking just total attack.
Yeah, I'd not seen that before. That's really cool footage.
Oh, you haven't seen that? Yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that Equinox Studio in Chile, they do a lot of these where they just bring bands in there and let them rip and record it.
That's cool. Yeah, we effectively did a version of that with DM9. But I'm saying that wrong. I'm suddenly forgetting. Pablo Claris's studio down in Santiago, where when Imprecation went to play down there, we did basically a rehearsal, but we did it in a mic'd room, and he produced the whole thing, and that's now a live album.
The video too?
How do you mean the video? No, we didn't do it with video.
Yeah.
We had a live video from the actual concert, but then when we rehearsed, he produced the rehearsal. It was kind of almost like a live undead.
I gotcha.
Sort of
Okay,
thing.
that's cool.
So yeah. And that's now out on Death's Division Records down in Chile. The guys from Atomicide put that out. I mean, I think it's already gone. It was like super limited, but a really, really cool souvenir from our time there.
Very cool. That's awesome, dude. Hell yeah. Getting that shit done. Now, I want to talk about, I don't have video of the band because they're super new. I don't even know if you heard this yet, Jeff, but Kyle from here in town, Satanic Panic, who's very bald, been bald for a while. Kyle used to have the longest fucking hair, blonde hair, and then he said it was starting to thin out, so he said, fuck it. Now he's been bald for about maybe a decade at this point.
Yeah, longer than he had hair in the scene.
Yeah, but he has a new band called Sepulchral Reality. Reality.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a black metal project he's working on.
Okay.
So I want to, play it for everyone. Give them some prime time viewingship.
Yeah,
here.
some bald hails.
Yes, and so they're working on a demo, and this is a song called "Glorification of Baphomet" that they're going to have on.
Oh yeah.
Let's check it out. Super underground stuff.
That was good.
Yeah, really. I think it's more pronounced sepulchrality. Sepulchrality. Yeah, it was hard to see with the logo and all that when I got it, but yeah, really good, man. I'm looking forward to hearing more from them. So
Yeah.
Kyle's doing some cool shit. Good for
Yeah.
him.
And people are making comments. I will confirm, having toured with Immolation multiple times, Ross does pay for all that incredibly long hair. He has to really manage it and
I can't imagine on tour what
detangle it and keep it all locked up in that big biker braid that he has going. I mean, he and Bob are the alpha and the omega of hair. You know, Ross has the most hair in death metal. Bob started out having the least hair. So
there you go.
Yeah.
That's funny. Hey, I want to play one last one, unless there's
Yeah.
something you really want to get in here that we haven't
no,
played.
go right ahead.
This is some really early Blaspherian with.
Yeah,
We gotta, you know, give Matt the Blaspherian fucking props. He was, one of the first ones that we saw running around with the shaved head. Maybe,
Yep.
I think.
yeah.
so.
He was in our scene. He was early on.
Yeah.
I mean, I never knew him with hair. I mean, he shaved it off a long time ago.
I can't say I have.
Yeah,
I do not know about Black Jackal. You'd have to ask Kyle what they're up to. But I
Yeah.
know he's into this project that he's working on now. But he always seems like he's in multiple things.
Blaspherian is going to be back on stage for the first time. It's kind of a reunion show, tribute to Wes.
Yeah.
They're going to be at Destroying Texas Fest this year in July. So if you want to check it out,
That might be your only chance, right? To see him, man. But here we go with Daniel, classic lineup from.
Yeah, I love the classic lineup.
Let me get this queued up for you guys.
Cast out from heaven, the fallen angel, vanished, revived. Drive deeper the thorns into your hearts and all holy carcass, profane their offices. Shaps his misery.
Yeah. Yeah, first year of Blaspherian was so badass.
Dude, it is so fucking good.
Yeah. That's actually how I became aware of Matt Hefner. I didn't know him before that.
Oh, really?
Nope.
Wow.
Nope. And I mean, it's incredible. You think about how long ago that was. That was like, what? That footage is at least 15 years old.
Yeah.
And he was good back then. And, you know, I mean...
He's only getting better and better.
Yeah.
And of course, Wes, just the king of evil fucking death ripping. What can you say?
Totally. I was so excited when that came out because I was just like, oh yeah, more of that sound, more of the imprecation energy out there. That's perfect, you know. And then it was cool because then we had a Nika system for a while where imprecation and Blaspherian were both active in the scene, and things.
I remember that. Yep.
Yeah, things got really heated up for a while because of that. That was so cool.
I remember Hod used to be able to play shows, you know, those shows with Blaspherian and Imprecation, or, you know, both of them on the bill. It was always fun.
Yeah.
We found out, you know, oh shit, Blaspherian's playing that too. Hell yeah, we're gonna jump on this too. Shit, yeah, man.
Yeah, heavy as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tens were a really good time for all of that, like that kind of new wave. Like Crumentium came out of that, Blaspherian came out of that, Disma came out of that. A whole lot of heavy fucking death metal bands came out in the early tens. That was really great. So,
well, I mean, I think we, you know, made our point that
and all I would say is that we all have our opinions. God knows I've got mine. I air them a lot, but it's one thing to have an opinion. It's another thing to just say ill-informed shit, ignoring all empirical evidence. And I think we made our point pretty well.
Yeah, because I mean, we could go on all night. I mean, there's so many fucking bands.
I mean, we're playing this footage, and I'm going, hey, I didn't know there was like 3 bald guys in this band. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
So while we're here, let's just bring this up because, you know, we're both playing this coming up here soon.
Yes. Speaking of.
So I'll let you take it away. I'll promo the show.
I want to say there's at least one bald dude in every one of these bands. Maybe not in Maestas, but
yeah. Well, is there anyone bald in Necroblade now?
Nah, maybe not.
No,
maybe
no,
not.
they're all long hairs.
Yeah. But either way, it's going to be in Houston at the White Swan.
April 4th.
Yeah, as I've said before, the White Swan's fun because you can actually get away with killing a person in there if you really want to.
Yeah, it's a nice shady venue.
Yeah, totally.
But I mean, it's legendary. It's a Houston.
Yeah.
It should be fun having a show like this there.
Yeah.
Like the old days.
Ninfa's Mexican restaurant's right down the street from that, and that place is classic.
I don't think I ate in there, really. Oh, I might have to save some room.
Dude, yeah. They invented... God, they've been around since the 60s. I mean, they're like one of the original Tex-Mex restaurants ever. And I think they invented the flautas as far like the way we know them, as well as...
No shit?
Yeah, I forget what it... maybe I could be wrong, but they had like a claim to fame where they invented like a certain Tex-Mex staple. I can't remember what it was now. Or it's like sour cream enchiladas or something like that. I don't remember, but they've got this huge history. My dad used to eat there all the time back when he lived in the Houston area. And one time a waiter tried to kill him out in the parking lot.
Oh, really?
Houston style, yeah. He tried to like push the bill on him and get him to leave. And my dad complained to the management. And they fired that dude on the spot because they had like a really prestigious reputation. And then the guy came out and tried to attack my dad in the parking lot. True Houston style.
Like that Seinfeld episode where he thought the busboy was going to kill him because he got fired. And he was until he saved his life.
Yep.
Different story. Hey, we had one super chat from Megan Nomicon, so thank you, Meg.
Thanks, Megan.
Appreciate the support. That's always cool. Thanks to everyone who showed up.
Yeah, thanks for coming out on a Tuesday night and hanging out with us. That's fun.
And Aaron said these are on the way to the U.S. They were made in Canada, so that should be coming out soon.
Hopefully they won't crash the plane that they're being shipped on.
I hope they weren't on that. Oh, God, I didn't think of that. Air Canada, too, right? Yeah.
I was just saying that earlier. I was going, man, I hope they hope plane crashing season gets out of the way before we have to fly up to New York to play with the Autopsy. Really need to get plane crashing season done and over with. And also
the
government
TSA is
shutdown.
come on, man, this shit's ridiculous.
Be fucking easier to drive at this point. I tell you.
Take
almost the same amount of time.
Right. At least you got some sleeping quarters.
So many people I know who were leaving from Hell's Heroes back to other states got fucked in the ass by the whole TSA situation, and they all knew, and they went early, like at war. Fortunately for them, their flight was like one of the first ones out at like 5:30 in the morning, so they were at the airport at like 2 a.m. So they had no problem. They managed to get in and get on. But I know a ton of other people. I know people who got trapped in the Houston airport and had to overnight it at the airport. That sucks. But,
damn.
Yeah.
Well,
anyway.
right, man. I think the show is done. I'm gonna play one jam on the way out.
Hell yeah.
And it's from Morbosi Dad.
Yep.
Because Tomas is
it's one of the OG bald heads.
One of the OG bald heads.
I've never seen him with hair either. I've never known him without hair.
I wonder if he did. I'll have to ask him when we see him. Like, hey, did you ever, or were you always a fucking shaved head maniac?
Yep.
All right, let's play this track and we're out, man.
Thanks, guys.
Así que lastima,
What is light without dark?